Hi guys, this is the Gotcha Club Kitty, and if I sound a little weird, I'm technically sick, so please don't mind that. Now, anywho, this video will be explaining or at least giving us info on, the Samantha the Seeker universe, aka the one I had created. And pretty much this is just going over, some updates to it from, the beautiful high meme video I made about that. So, yeah. Pretty much it's going to be explaining each of the characters, differences between the normal versions of them in the Beautiful Lie and the, newer updated versions. Also, I'll be explaining the namings that I also decided to give them when I wanted to update their lore. So, let's begin. So, first up is Sonic.exe, or as I ended up renaming him to Sonic.exe the Brave, or EXE for short. Now, technically, when I updated his lore, I still want him to be, a brave character, since he likes to be brave a lot. And he also technically doesn't seem to be likes to play with sharp things like knives. And always worries a lot of the friend group. His design will be updated, too, in, the remake of the Beautiful Lie meme video that I'm going to design. And he will be a lot different. Moreover, giving him a unique appearance from what you see right now, as I screenshotted his and everyone else's appearances from the Beautiful Lie meme video. I mean, it was easy to figure out what I want to do for them. Now I just kind of want to remake it all, but not in gotcha, but more animated it myself. So yeah, but what's going to be unique about him is that he will have a whole new outfit. It will be more unique for him, though for now you will see, but his personality will be a little bit more, he will be a lot more braver and will like to mess around with the others and always like to tell other people or kids specifically that it's okay to be brave when there's no one else around. Which I'm pretty sure you'll know that he's probably gonna, let's just say, okay, I'm not gonna bother mentioning how he likes to also cause, some dangerous mayhem in one of the tapes. Yeah. Anywho, I'm just gonna leave it at that and move on to the next one. So, next up we got Mahjong, or as I renamed him to, Mahjong the Silly Mazin. Now, technically, I made him look more like a cute character. He tries to be cute, even though, he has trouble managing to, since, his friend, Samantha, and Fleetway are both pretty much cute characters on their own, and he wanted to live up to, match with those two as well, trying to fit in with the friend group, even though EXE is a brave one, and, Mahjong just likes trying to match up being with the cute part. Now, in the updated lore, he's more silly likes to be more silly rather than cute, pretty much. Again, his outfit will more be not as blue as I had designed him to. He also will still not wear gloves unless it's the very first tape, because there he will wear gloves. Because the first tape, you'll understand soon, once I make my own version of my Samantha the Seeker's tapes adventures, okay? Now, I really feel that maybe trying to, give him the cute personality type was not the best way, but silly personality just fits him well, okay? Anywho, I'll just move on with the next one. So now it's Fleetway's turn, or, I ended up renaming him to Fleetway the Muted Hedgehog, since, in the Samantha the Seeker universe, he is muted, pretty much. He just can't speak. Since, when he was born as a little kid, very younger than how his exact age is in the Samantha the Seeker world universe, he was born without a voice box. But anywho, in the Samantha the Seeker universe, he is not going to wear a red and yellow hoodie. His hoodie's gonna be mostly red, and it'll actually have a hood. And his hoodie will have, some cyan on it, because, I feel maybe the yellow and red design just didn't fit. He's also gonna have, some, dark blue pants with one of the pants being rolled up a little bit, showing a bandage, since he had accidentally hurt himself by chance. He still will be muted in the updated lore, but his shoes they won't be red, they're just gonna have a different color. I just feel like that maybe the coloring changing will just actually fit the character better. Anywho, it really also felt like maybe giving him a uniquer way of, being able to talk to the people or kids. Like, he'll pull out a sign from, behind him, which is magical, so he can, so the words will switch, usually, rather than him having to just manually switch to himself, which, although the original version of him never had that. Instead, the ghost of that ended up, turning into him, or Fleetway, pretty much, ends up talking, which I really feel like that just didn't make sense to me for now. Anywho, on to the star of the show now. And last but not least, we got the star of the show, or her show, Samantha the Seeker. Now, in the original lore, I really wanted her to be more like the main antagonist, she acts like a protagonist, but in reality she isn't, and she's the reason her friends both get killed twice. And I'm exaggerating on the twice bit because, technically she nor her friends can die. And, I also made her really purpley with lilac on it because I just thought it would have made her look more unique. Now, in her updated lore, she'll maintain the same shoes and gloves and flowers, though the dress will be different, and she'll wear more lilac-like clothing instead, although in every tape, she and her friends' clothes will change, pretty much, giving them unique designs. Now, another thing is that she's not entirely the main antagonist. She's more like, her friends are, just victims of the entity that lurks within the tape. And is also kind of like how Amanda is. She's a victim. And, you could probably get the whole point of that. Also, her eyes, which are heterochromia, will still be heterochromia, but the other eye, the one that's a little more darker, almost purpley-like, will actually be green instead. I just really don't think that I thought that through when I came to designing her with the eye type specifically. So her heterochromia eyes will change. Now, I also really feel like that maybe giving her a more understandable role, like how she will every now and then not be the main enemy, it will just give her a more uniquer personality, and also really emphasize on the fact that she is a victim of, the being that's within the tapes, and not an actual enemy who pretends to be a friend. So yeah, now anywho, I'll just move on with some other things that I really need to mention about. So now onto some stuff that I'm going to mention about. Like the entity I mentioned earlier ago. The entity is named Young, as the four friends there are known as the Young Squad. But anywho, Young is, a amalgamation of, Samantha, Fleetway, EXE, and Mahjong. It pretty much is the being that I mentioned that's the one that lurks within the tapes, pretty much. And really likes to possess each of the characters there, even though each character's already turned from a normal human, child specifically, to, the characters. And the order of that is Samantha first, then Fleetway, followed by EXE, and then finally Mahjong. That's the exact order. Some other things I should probably mention of is that, the main character of the game will be, Waluigi. Do not ask. I do not understand myself either. And the character that writes to the main protagonist will be Poe instead. I just felt like that Poe being the character that writes to the character, to the protagonist, just felt a little bit more understandable. Now some other characters will be replaced with other characters that I feel like would work out well as well. Like certain characters, like Joanne being replaced with Tinky Winky instead. Now, another detail I really need to get over about is that how I'm supposed to, make each tape unique, how to give them, special ideas. But for now, I am going to emphasize that there's going to be some unique things about it. Mainly how the pilot variant that you can find, the intro episode is that I renamed it, we'll be showing that you're playing as Poe instead. Now, another thing is that Samantha the Seeker is technically inspired and based on Amanda the Adventurer. Hence why I mentioned Amanda when I was talking about Samantha the Seeker. Pretty much, I really think I need to give a little bit more hints and lore bits. So, yeah. So, hopefully I'll be able to fully or give a good explanation in my remake of the Beautiful Eye meme video. I hope, at least the remake. Hope this video helped. Bye!